Hello, and welcome to the Foundation. Now, to get started off with our very first Fortnite Stories stream, we'll have to just have everything. Hold on. We're still here, but my freaking manager went away. Get started off. There we go. So, to get started off on our Fortnite Stories, we are doing a special fan fiction of the SCP Foundation. To do that, I feel like we need to introduce you. If you are unfamiliar with the SCP series is a series of independent written horror stories in the lieu of sort of like a government control facility of these anomalies. I think the best way if someone wants to describe SCP to me is if you had the X-Files and the FBI took everything the X-Files went over and decided to actually do something about it other than half-ass it and get screwed over by the smoking man, that's the SCP. The SCP is a worldwide government. The Foundation is a worldwide government foundation that takes anomalies, hides them from the world, either contains them in this facility or in a facility like this, or controls them in the area place where they are in case it's a location or an anomaly they cannot move. The most famous SCP, I think, is was it 173? Oh god, it's been forever. He's known as Peanut or the Statue. Pretty sure it's 173. It's really bad. My brain don't work like that. It's the one where if you blink, he'll get you, like the Weeping Angels. There are a few other famous SCPs, such as the Never-Ending Stairs and the Old Man. There's a famous game which this map I found, by the way, is built off of, and someone put a lot of hard work into this map, by the way. This is basically the map from the other game, only I don't think it's randomly generated. Is this supposed to be? An impulse grenade. That's hilarious. Euclid. Why isn't this pulse grenade Euclid? Someone took it. No. Anyway. So the SCP I'm going to introduce to today has to do with fan fiction. Around the time that we had not quite 5... Around the time we used to have... I also don't know how long this map will last. We might be kicked out of the map and have to come back. What the hell just happened to my manager? Thank you. Around the time we had about not quite 5,000 SCP, I started a fan fiction. It was going to be an RP, but I honestly don't have time to RP with people. So it became sort of a fan fiction where I either create or take existing items out of fiction and turn them to SCPs just for fun. Just for funsies. It's nothing serious. And one of those things I created belongs to here. In fact, I didn't create, but I worked over belongs to here. And we'll start with that today. But to introduce you to that, I'll have to introduce you to the world, because the SCP world that I fanfictioned kind of went off its own thing. It's like a different reality now where big things happened. A while ago, there was this SCP idea created that I don't think actually became a file, where a Foundation... one of the council members, one of the one of the O's, collected what was known as the Misters. um, which were anomalous intelligent beings created by a person that always made anomalous items or toys. And by collecting all these misters, in this story that someone made, he became... Oh, they're going to auto-detonate the warhead, so we may be kicked out this map. Anyway, by collecting all these misters, he somehow was encoded and overwritten to become that man. That man had died. This is this man's last attempt to become again. So the council member became became that guy. And in doing that, not only was he exposed and contained, but a complete hierarchy of corruption was exposed in the Foundation. There was a big turnover. A lot of people, the entire Foundation was publicly exposed to the point where, keeping people forget it, give everybody amnesia was just completely like illogically possible, and it would cost way too much money to even attempt. I heard that. And so with the Foundation turnover, a new group of people got in charge. It was publicized. They're no longer hidden, and all the bad people were arrested, and a lot of them were executed were incarcerated forever in their countries. A lot of people were punished for the numbers of dead innocent people declassed that didn't deserve it. Stuff like that. The Foundation then had some new rules. They're still D-class, but they absolutely have to be in death row, and they absolutely have to do it voluntarily, and it absolutely has to be public knowledge. Everything has to be public knowledge unless the public knowledge of the item presents a serious threat, and then they are just told that it can't be public knowledge for that idea. The SCP Foundation has been moved into a central location down in Antarctica, where most of the items are moved to, with a few rare items that cannot be moved to it for some reason. The other Foundation facilities that are not necessary have been shut down, with only a few left open because of the necessary items. Its council now runs by letters. They're abbreviated letters such as W, J, A, E, N, stuff like that. There's a handful of them. Their identities are not public. They are known to the Foundation, and they're in the files if necessary, but they're not public for the safety of the Foundation because no one wants someone to corrupt the Foundation again. It's iffy if that doesn't corrupt the Foundation. And the top 2 levels of the Foundation are publicly tourable, along with the city now being made inside an Antarctic area for SCP to Foundation people to live, and for people to live in sort of their own little country area. But you can tour, like, the public can come in and tour what they call level 0, which is just the lobby, and then they can tour level 1, which will contain what they call 0 to 1 artifacts. And we'll get to that in a minute. Everything's been changed as far as the levels go, and that is an important thing. But first off, let's see if we can get here. So I'm going to start here in our introduction, and we're going to see what we can see from it, because I haven't actually updated this introduction since I started this thing. Pardon our dust, since we're welcome to the Foundation. Pardon our dust, since we're experienced 2 containment breaches within the span of a handful of years, we've decided to upgrade our facility with more secure containment measures, including strict containments of elements which have caused containment breaches and mass death. We are currently in the process of moving all SCP subjects around as the facility is upgraded. News: the containment center is now no longer fully restricted from the public. Level 0 will be a new lobby at ground level, allowing for full public access for Level 0 containment procedure objects may be used for public display. Further, paid for tours will be allowed on sub-level 1, where Level 0 and 1 containment items are housed. Sublevel 1 through 5 will be further detailed later. With containment items and subjects, sublevel 2 through 5 will only be allowed visits from personnel. New danger level. 4-level danger tier has been abandoned for numeric system to be more specific. This was before they actually redid it in actual canon, so the actual canon revised doesn't exist in this universe, by the way. This danger level is being tested and changes may come to the system at any time. Sublevel 1. 0. Items require no quarantine. Has anomaly that is non-dangerous. Example, trio of bath decks. Items under 0 are safe for move to level 0 for display to public. 1. Items require mild containment, only to keep out of reach of civilians. Can kill only if misused or used. Unable to kill or affect humans subject without misuse or use. Example, take only 2 candy bowl, which will kill those who take more than 2. Most level 1 SCP items are contained in glass or plastic or wooden containers. Most are still on display for tour. Sublevel 2. 2 items which are non-intelligent but require extreme quarantine due to ability to affect or kill subjects, forcing interaction or without interaction. Example, SCP-012. Oh, we're about to explode. A musical sheet that forces those close to it to use their own blood to finish composition while losing one's mind. Sublevel 3. 3 creatures that may or... 3. Creatures that... Level 3. Creatures that may or may not be intelligent but require very quarantine measures and are non-deadly or at least directly. Example, 002-J. Humanoid entities... is that the nuke going off? Humanoid entities once deployed by Foundation operatives to distract and confuse witnesses during public operations, usually removal of anomaly. Okay, you know what, we'll just go to creative. We'll just go to so we're not interrupted. Oh, you know, it's in creative. Fool, it's creative, hello. Put me in creative. I should have my own little creative item. It should be cool. Alright, we'll try and get away from that music. Oh, this is pretty. What the frick? Oh, it's our fox dude, actually. Yeah. Actually, game character. Not sure who that is. Honestly, not sure what that is. Okay, there just doesn't seem to be too bad of a music over here. Anyway. 3. Creatures that may or may not be intelligent, but require very quarantine measures and are non-deadly, at least directly. Example, 002-J. Humanoid entities once deployed by Foundation operatives to distract and confuse witnesses during public operations, usually removal of anomaly. Sublevel 4. Level 4 creatures that rarely items that possess serious physical threat to personnel and public but can be contained physically. Example, SCP-173. Yep. While possessing serious physical threat with the ability to move beyond the ability of sight when not viewed, and humanoid intelligence, this SCP can be contained by both sight alone and physical walls. Sublevel 5 and 6. Level 5 creatures and rarely items. Containment of these subjects requires special containers and pose a serious threat. For example, 079, a late 1970s microcomputer programmed with an artificially intelligent program. 079, despite being dated, was able to hack into the facility and unlock most contained SCP, causing our first containment breach and mass death of most of the facility, as well as damage to many SCP. Due to 079's containment area, 079's containment area contains no modern electronics, lighting, and doors within his own container are all manual. The walls of the containers absorb and reject any wireless signals, and special signal scramblers are placed at the corner of the room to reduce this effect. The only way to observe 079 is physically within the room. However, no electronic devices such as phones or data pads are allotted within containment area, and only pads and pins can be recorded. Record what needs to be recorded. So I hope that at least gives an idea of how it's been changed, how we deviated from the canon SCP universe. Yeah, coffee's already cold. That's an SCP. And with that, we head into SCP-5021. Now with this SCP-5000 and beyond, with the 5000 being Mr. Wonderwater, his name is, are completely different from the canon SCP. Actually, in our world, I created an SCP just for the heck of it that displays the canon SCP timeline as apocalyptical. Oh, I just need 502. Okay. SCP-5021. 5021 has been resolved to its original term since it has been discovered to be an flippable island. SCP-5021, Danger Level 5, Location, Proven XK Event Location. Special Containment Procedures. The island continent of 5021 is stricken from all records. No one should enter a radius of wall perimeter 5 miles from the island. The island has for now been stricken from maps, and the airspace above it is untravelable due to threats of storm. None from the island who enter the island may leave the area due to the nature of social changes 5021 has on individuals. 5021 should be monitored by on-site personnel acting as government officials and reported. Foundation personnel on-site will forego Foundation uniforms for the black and yellow government apparel. Due to the nature of island's effects, it is likely most personnel will participate in battles. Level 5 danger is due to several events on island which caused an XK-class scenario. Description. Oh wait, there's one more thing here. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, that's okay. 5021 description. 5021 is a large island roughly 300 meters in diameter, found in the redacted. The island is possibly man-made and has a bottom and top which can be flipped. It is populated by a mixed race of humans, half-humans, living natural phenomena in human form, and extraterrestrials. It seems to be a primarily modern, democratic, wealthy society. 5021 has an effect on 5021-1, the intelligent, but not always human, residents that cause them to war with both friend and foe in a chaotic, militaristic manner, often to the extent that the island, towns, or city are leveled. 5021 also seems to attract level 5 events that threaten an XK or worse class scenario of extinction of all life, destruction of our planet, or annihilation of reality. 5021-2 is a local corporation that provides tech and has often worked with our operatives to protect and defend the island and its inhabitants. The most notable of these achievements is 5021-2A, a series of levitating robots that use transportation technology to remove and remake organic and inorganic life. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. Repairing buildings and healing, reviving injured or partially deceased citizens after battle. Listen, cat, quit. Knock it over, cough. To note, they do not fix buildings destroyed in events. Events. 5021-3 is a storm that appeared approximately 15 years ago. Actually, this was dated by the time, so this should be like 1,000 years ago, but no. About 15 years ago, around 5021, it starts as a wide-eyed tropical depression that its eye slowly closes in on the island. Its precipitation, I can't say that word, is a type of unidentified purple acid which gives the clouds their purple hue, and its electrical energy is also of an unidentified source, but seems similar to energy of other events, including the cube rift and sphere of the island. The storm causes the citizens to become more willing to conflict. Eventually, the storm and battle will eliminate 100% of the island's population. However, once it clears, the 50212A will repopulate. The resurrected beings retaining all their memories to death and show no extra adverse effects. It cannot be contained, however, it has been weaponized. And I will note that some of this is outdated due to the actual storyline of Fortnite, but I didn't feel like changing it. We're just keeping it our own form of story now. So we're just the population having the memories, but in canon Fortnite, the people don't have the memories. 5021-4 is a singularity that centered on 5021A, as witnessed by original island inhabitants after 5021A-4 was made to contact 502-A-13. This singularity created the explosion of time energy and dark energy, either wiped out a chunk of our original Milky Way or reality itself. How reality or our world reset near 48 hours later is unknown. We will update the SCP as events and new anomalies appear. Now, there are, of course, new anomalies of events. Hey, don't fight. The hell. But let's see if I can access this. Facebook is being Facebook. Nope. Oh gosh, cat knocked over the damn coffee. Hold on, guys, I gotta clean up coffee. Luckily, I have towels with me. Luckily, I don't have my computer up here right now. Nothing like pausing in the middle of reading to clean up coffee because it decided to be a cat. he knocked it over and he ran too. He's like, oh shit, I'm out. It smells like coffee and bleach up here now. These are bleach wipes. Nothing like bleachy coffee. Do you like some Bluffy? Oh wait, no, that sounds way bad. That sounds really too close to something bad. Okay, well at least my table's been sanitized the heck and back. And kind of smells weird. Next to coffee and bleach. Oh, friends all over you, Chi. Why is my bed all gross? Weird. Okay, back to what we're looking for. Well, I can't get this thing to unfold, so we're just going to go through these files as we see it. So we have this one, 5021B-7 update. Danger level 5 Hiromi, near indestructible detonation causes reality wave. Special containment procedure. 502B-7, here once known as -7, cannot be contained. However, it can be disabled using an EMP device. Description. 5021B-7 are several massive cube-like objects, all approximately 3 stories tall and as wide. Their weight has yet been measured. In most cases, -7 glow a purple hue along with unique language across its surface, now confirmed extraterrestrial language. It also has a purple energy charge similar to electricity that is similar in form to zero point and rift energy. It often sounds like waning metal. When deactivated, the cube is black, while its outer shell is semi-transparent. In one case, a group from 5021 rebooted a deactivated -7, and the -7 turned blue. It didn't attack the islanders, and instead of a metallic straining noise, the sounded like purported whale noises. There is one -7 which is gold, but acts like the typical purple ones. Reason for color difference is unknown. Some theorize the cubes may be terraforming machines. So apparently this has not been updated since the Queen thing. -7-1 are cube zombies, and are very similar to storm zombies to a near exactness. -7-2 are cube monsters, made of cube-like crystal shards. The monsters possess similar effects and powers of -7-1, including self-explosion, gas expulsion, and gas bombs, as well as immense strength. -7-3 are apparent miniature -7 that, when touched, are absorbed and turn user into gas-like form that can phase through walls for about 1 minute. -7-4 is an intelligent unknown entity in full cube shard armor with the ability to use cube energy to create a forward-like shift. Important events. Event -7K. The Rift of Island let out a massive burst of energy that appeared to build one -7, later called Kevin by residents. The -7 then began to roll around island, destroying buildings and foliage in its wake while laying down giant glyphs of alien words on lettering. These glyphs would later power up and release an anti-gravity field much like the latest alien invasion. See below. The -7 then entered into the lake, appeared to melt, and then covered the lake in extremely thick, bouncy purple film for days. -7 was thought destroyed by process, but rose into the air with the center island of the lake on its back, and flew around surrounded by self-made whirlwind collecting the runes it had left. After chaining the runes, it cracked and released liquid energy or coolant or some kind into the lake, feeding what we would later call the vault, but was likely a spaceship. Upon losing all liquid, this -7 would explode, sending entire island's population into a nexus point via reality wave, where upon exiting the central lake was different. It is unclear if alt lake was ported into here or if we were ported into an alt reality. -7B. During IO attempt to detonate bombs on Mothership, a -7 was formed from liquid in same location as Islanders. After killing a dozen, the operatives used EMP blasts to deactivate it. However, after IO operative led codename Sloan abandoned them, they were able to reactivate it using touch, upon which 7B turned blue and was no longer aggressive to them. However, it was witnessed several -7 on board vessel. That was written weird. That was written weird. That was spoken weird. Wow, I can't speak today. What the hell? That's interesting. -7B is active, and while it is reflectively shielded, the reflection charges players rather than damages. All other -7 are dormant but shielded. However, shields do no damage. Some have reported -7 trying to boot unsuccessfully. To note, this is not added on here, -7B has been destroyed and is assumed still deactivated or destroyed. However, -7B named Kevin apparently reformed from liquid used in an energy company, so there's a good chance that -7-B may return. -7G is a -7 that is gold and from Mothership. Again, its purpose or meaning of color difference is unknown. Many theorize it could be the central hub or queen of the -7, which may act like a hive mind. Update. Again, I'm going to update here without this being written because we didn't update this. -7 was in fact a cube that transported the queen, and it is still believed the cubes act like a hive mind. The Foundation is currently watching the cubes as IO Sloan's whereabouts unknown. Picture below, a -7K attempting to boot, and then it just shows a cube from the island. Oh, we have the updates here. -7B 5021-7B-7 update. While some -7-D have moved one every few days, -7-G has moved approximately every 40 minutes, rolling from Holly around crash site and up to beach area. While in the middle of the road, -7-G started shooting energy, gold apparently electrical, to levitate itself. Upon reaching around 20 feet, it began to shoot energy at a close by -7-D. -7-D started making noises and lighting up. It could be -G purpose is to activate -D. Some of the noises are similar to the one named Kevin. -B has yet to move. Update 5021-B-7. Why is there an exclamation right there? Weird. The event we were witnessing was apparent mating, that's right, or replication process. While While how is not yet understood, 5021-B-7-G or gold used energy to impregnate -7-D. The process took 12 hours, after which apparently the G cube fell to ground. After approximately 4 hours of gestation, unknown if actual gestation, energy released by -D cubes are creating smaller -D cubes. Notate some have dissipated and may be considered failed. Update 3. 5021-B-7-D near Libra Beach is heading slowly towards city. We recommend east side residents evacuate immediately. I will note that was one of my problems with that season, by the way, as we pause here just to talk about Fortnite, was that those cubes did shit to all the cities. They could have rolled through town and destroyed things, and they didn't. And I think that the war we just had was kind of answer to that, because that war made a mess of everything. Um, so in the end, they're like, "Well, shit, they want everything destroyed. Let's just break stuff." And then they killed the combos. But seriously, they could have done so much more with the cubes on the island, and the cubes barely did anything. What does that say? Oh, that's not good. And that's pretty much it on the 5021 cubes. So this is an SCP that originated from the island, which we call 5021. SCP-5042, Danger Level 1, Weapon. Special containment procedures. The 4 instances of 5042 are kept in their own locker in the 113 weapons display. Description: 5042 were 4 cylindrical weapons received from 5021-B. Each use crystals in the hilt to activate a plasma-like energy that is contained and restricted in length and girth by unknown means. 5042. Why did I put 3 here? I renamed it 3. Blue is a hilt. It's a silver-like metal pad cylinder with black plastic-like grips on the bottom and the middle. Middle grip also contains a power switch. Above this are red and green light that indicates activation of error codes and knobs, which seem to affect the plasma blade power and size. Within was found a blue crystal. Oh, I know what these are. Crystal of unknown sediment. The 5043 was placed back together. Activation seems improbable. Blue also appears to be the oldest and most worn. Rest of SCP internal done by microcameras. No disassembly. So they disassembled one, and it couldn't be reactivated by the scientists. 5042, purple, is similar with larger grip and more gold plating. Thumb switch near top hidden as plating. Blade of purple hue or magenta. 5042, green, has a unique design with the top half of the hilt thinned out with ribbing coiled through, though if for design or mechanical need is unknown. Its emitter at the top is also pretty bare. 5042-red is the only hilt with the guard. When activated, the guard also emits plasma blade, posing a chance of self-energy to unpracticed swordsmen. The hilt appears to be tarnished copper and rudely capped with power wire hanging out of the hilt. Activating red, its energy is unstable, leading to a more fluid and erratic blade, which seems to be also contain discharged electrical energy. Internal studies suggest that its red crystal is damaged, which may be the reason for this. 5042-1 Weapons Test. Attending Dr. Sky. History in fencing and sparring as Renaissance Festival's events. Purple. Quite hum. Nice grip. Testing on block of metal. Swings down, slowly melts still, which pulls under the table. Interesting note. 5042 blades seem to be physically resistant at moving beyond where they cut a physical path, as if solid instead of plasma. Green. Hilt is weird. Not sure how to hold this. Swings down, cardboard cutout slices clean from left shoulder, some piece of catch blame. As expected. Red. Life target, 1 rabbit. Activation is rough. I'm getting a weird vibration from this hilt. I don't like this blade. Feel like things gonna explode. Swings down. Cleaves rabbit in half through midsection. Front half frantically tries to crawl away. Wow. Interesting. Plasma cauterizes wound. No bleeding out. Sorry, little guy. Smells like bad meat. Interview 5042A, interviewee, redacted. Interdimensional traveler and co-owner of one of the weapons. Wearing a sandy white outfit indicative of desert living. Interviewer. Dr. Chadston Lead, operative of Island and resident. In typical hazmat government gear of Island A and B. So the same kind of thing I'm wearing here. Our Doctor. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Interviewee. Can I have that back? Doctor. Not now. We're still studying them. They're quite dangerous. Why don't you tell us what this is? Interviewee. They're weapons, melee style. We call them lightsabers because they're swords made of light. Doctor. Actually, the blade appears to be a plasmid that gives off light. Interviewee. Whatever. Doctor. Who uses these? Interviewee. Anyone can wield one or even make one, but they were specifically used by the people who can use the Force, especially those belonging to the ancient religious orders known as the Jedi or the Sith. Doctor. The Force? Interviewee. Proceeds to levitate a cup gently and place it down without spilling any of its contents. Doctor. So a form of telekinesis. Interviewee. Well, it's more complicated than that, and that isn't even our only power, but it's most common used power. Doctor. Right, so the religious orders used these as sort of knights? Interviewee. Yes. In fact, a few decades ago, the Republic dubbed them the Jedi Knights and used them as peacekeepers. Doctor. Ah, so what's wrong with this one? Place down the red one. Interviewee. That's Vin's. Well, its craftsmanship is a little shoddy to begin with. The material is less than ideal, and to boot, I heard the crystal is broken, causing stability. Oh my god, I can't say that. Probably happened when Vin bled it. Doctor. I'm sorry, bled it? Interviewee. It's a Sith Order thing. Take a kyber crystal and force emotions of hate and anger and fear into it and until it turns red. A color not natural to these crystals. Doctor. So these crystals are only good for making sabers? Interviewee. Oh no, the Empire once used a ton of them to create a giant weapon that could destroy a planet in an instant. Doctor to recording. Note, possible reclassification of weapon danger. Interviewee. Would like it mine back? Doctor. It's more complicated than that. It's a super powerful weapon, and as y'all used it to create much instability, the island being a catalyst for events can't be made unstable. Maybe if we find a way to get you home later, yes. But for now, no. Interviewee. For whatever, can I go? Doctor, sure. In recording. So I'm hoping y'all understood that was lightsabers. This is an event of some kind. Notice warning update. This was by May 23rd, 2020 our time. Event time approximately 12 p.m. Central Time, Saturday, 5:30. 5:30 is the date 5-30. Danger level unknown, can be up to XK class. Location 5021B known. Foundation agents have discovered 5021B-1- Midas was creating a machine of unknown design in the basement of the agency. The machine has been completed and, according to agents, is being prepared for transportation. The last machines built on 5021-A created rips in space and time, which led to an XK-class reality-ending event which reset the universe with Island B replacing A. Some info retrieved by agents seemed to lean on the machine's ability to create natural disasters. That, of course, was the precursor to the machine event, Midas's attempt to break the loop. I don't think I was actually in that one. I think you could play that one. 5021B-7-Q event warning Keter class event. Special containment procedures unknown. Q is currently hovering over 5021B. Description: 5021B/7/Q is a female humanoid, extraterrestrial interdimensional being who seems to be made up of 5021B-7 pieces and 0-point energy. She appeared from -7-G and has stated the need to destroy this reality. She is not affected by the loop. -Q appears to have a staff that appears to affect reality and may be her tool of destruction. Below, -7-Q gathering energy. She cannot be affected by weapons. Update: B-7-Q has started construction of a pyramid. Darkness energy is off the charts. We may have a Keter-class extinction level on our hands. Predicted peak December 5th. Notice SK event predicted December 4th at 3 p.m. Central 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Please prepare for the end. Update. SK event aborted by destruction of B-7-Q. 021B was inverted by group known as the Seven. Much of Team Beta down during battle. Many drowned in aftermath. We will term flip side of New Island C. Team 2 days out from arrival. They actually foregone naming it C. That's what we mentioned earlier. They just now call it 5021. This is October 15, 2019. This was, I believe, the end. The original The End. The black. I see lightning just appear out of nowhere. What the hell was that? Seeing things? I looked up. I saw a flash of lightning. Okay. Error detected. Anomaly detected. Database missing. All files missing. SCP count unknown. Base status unknown. Earth status unknown. Notice XK event has taken place on 10/13/19. The following is a brief account of events created automatically by Foundation servers and ejected both physically and digitally prior to XK destruction along with all Foundation material. If you obtain these files, it means you survived the event or live outside destroyed universes or worlds. At approximately 2 p.m. Eastern Local Time, SCP-5021, which had until then been stuck in a temporal loop and had several 5021-13-1 create temporal lifts or tears known as 5021-6. Just prior to event, newly constructed 5021-5 launched, creating a large 5021-6 and activating the others, out of which appeared 6 other ships totaling in 7. The ships then worked to create further temporal disturbance, with the endgame of creating a rift to absorb SCP-5021-4. -4 is the meteor. They then launched the original 5021-5 at 5021-13. Oh wait, that should be -4. Causing it to destabilize and grow, and then guided 5021-4 at it, causing a massive explosion. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so 5021-5 is... Excuse me? I'm getting XP by just sitting here? Okay. So 5021-5 is the rockets, 5021-6 is 0 point, and 502... Oh, wait, no, 502-1-13 is 0 point. 5021-6 is rifts. And then guided 5021-4, which is the rock, at it, causing a massive explosion. At this point, fixed point in time of mass density is detected, and warning data fragmented. So basically that was supposed to be a release of data into just wherever it could release data, just a spark of data release at the end there, notating the end of everything. The Earth, the universe, the Foundation, something. This one is May 20th, 2020. Notice, warning, event time unknown, danger level unknown, can be upticks. Oh, this is the Midas thing. We just read this. What the hell? Oh, this is one. So this is, again, another SCP related to this island. SCP-5070. Danger level 0. Small fire hazard. Special containment procedures. The mechanism is extraterrestrial and cannot be contained by Foundation means. Containment is not required. It's level 0. Did I say level 0? I think so. Description. 5070 is a faster-than-light mode of transportation for a single individual without typical vehicle. It appears as a storm in rainbow light. Upon landing, 5070 will burn into the ground a Nordic symbol. Event. In late August, a rainbow light and anomalous storm was reported on 5021-P, and from it stepped redacted in full outfit as Captain America. Days later, extraterrestrial and 5070 apparent owner, Thor, an associate of CA, came to the planet and became overwhelmed by its influence. Amid fighting residents, he summoned multiple instances of 5070, transporting several superhumans to the island. They are all now considered 5021-P and likely will not leave the island. The newcomers are Lawyer, redacted, better known as She-Hulk, the self-proclaimed Doctor Doom, Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, and yes, I didn't redact Tony Stark because, hello, everybody knows who Tony Stark is. Mutants, Mystique, Storm, and Wolverine, an unknown creature, tree creature who claims to be Groot as its speech, and Speaking Raccoon who can translate for the creature. Okay, let's go in here. And not that one. I don't know why this page has just screwed everything up as far as things go, but some of this we'll have to skip through because Facebook has completely unorganized these threads. SCP-5074, Danger Level 4, however, contained to island. Remember, Danger Level 4 is like a Euclid living. So 0, 1, 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. And 4 means living being or being. That is Euclid. Special Containment Procedures 5074 is contained to 5021 by island's own means. Like most island, its participation in daily battles. Description 5074 is a bipedal humanoid, sentient stack of pancakes drenched in syrup. Its biological compounds and ability to live is unknown. Since 504 is cross-dimensional, its dimension may work differently than our own. 5074 dresses in Western attire and has opened a pancake restaurant, which may indicate its species practices cannibalism. That said, served pancakes, while delicious, appear to be normal, non-sentient pancakes. Let's see what this one is. Can I read this one? This has some more stuff in it. Okay, so this is another island description with more stuff. Let's see. We did the storm already. 5021-4 is a meteor that crashed down approximately 13 years ago on an area known as Dusty Depot, an industrial area. It created a crater roughly a mile in diameter, destroying, again, the years might be off because this was written a while ago too. This crater would become Dusty Divot. The meteor could be stopped, however, its remnants were contained. 5021-4-A is an extraterrestrial pod, black and slightly smaller than the standard human, that once contained a humanoid in a spacesuit, aka one of the 7 pods. 5021-4-B was the humanoid transported by the meteor 5021. After impact, the Foundation built a containment center to surround the largest remaining fragments, as it had let out anomalous crystals and let off an unknown radiation. A few months later, researchers would crack open the fragment and find a pod. That said, update, we download that -4-B is one of the 7. The pod would later release 5021-4-B, who escaped with unknown tech. The SCP became enchanted by the island's properties and has been a willing militant. 502-4-C were purple crystals shed by the meteor upon impact. They could be found all around the crater until the Foundation collected the rest of them near a year later. The crystals had a unique property that, when held, they dissipate and make the subject float, also reducing gravity's effect on said subject, allowing them to jump higher and fall further. This effect would reappear many times. The crystal would be weaponized as a grenade. And in case you forgot, that's where the impact grenade comes from, as well as other similar grenades. 5021-5, Level 4. A rocket crafted by islanders for unknown purpose and repurposed by 50124-B. It targeted the island's only city, however, it began to teleport through different tears in reality, and eventually ripped away, creating 5021-6. 5021-6, Level 2. A tear in reality and possibly time. It existed misguided for more than a week. It brought several new residents to the area, including a village of Vikings. 5021-6-A were smaller rifts, level 0, were smaller rifts placed around the island. 5021-7, level 5. A purple cube resonated similar energy as 5021-4 that was teleported onto the island by 5021-6. It was undamageable and slowly rotated across the island, creating 5021-7-A until sinking into the lake. It had a similar effect of gravity on those near it. Once in the lake for a few days, the lake retained impenetrability, gave anyone on it the anti-gravity effect. 5021-7 then rose out of the lake with a house on its back, roamed around the island, activating 5021-7A, which then joined it over the lake. It then leaked an unknown fluid into the lake and detonated, sending the island's inhabitants into an alternate dimension where 5021-8 resides. 5021-7A were... 5021-7A were symbols of unknown nature that glowed and were similar to symbols on 50217, now known as extraterrestrial symbols. Shortly after completion, the symbols would create a dome of energy that acted to loosen gravity's effects on those inside. After further activation, the symbols lifted within small masses of lands and joined 50217 to power it. 50217B, danger level 1, were shards of 5021 shed during leaking stage that created 5021-7-C. These shards were later collected by the Foundation and are under containment, aside from a few collected by those close to detonation. Completely inactive since detonation. 50217C were purple humanoid creatures that radiated 50217 energy that seemed to spawn by energy released by 50217B. While seeming to be a basic zombie, they seem intent on destroying but not eating humans, and are easily destroyable with conventional weapons. Long after 50217 detonation, they began to temporarily be spawned by 50213, indicating the two SCP events are related. 50218, Danger Level 4, was an interdimensional being that appears to be both butterfly and built up the energy appearance of 50216. After 50217 detonated, sending residents to an alternate realm, this SCP touched and returned them back. 5021-9, Danger Level 0, is an icy roaming landmass that ran into attached to the southwestern edge of 5021. It destroyed a few locations. Atop its highest ridge sat a castle that slowly melted away, revealing several more SCP. We do now know that landmass was ice from the moon itself. 50219A is a humanoid figure in a medieval armor that glows. The SCP measures at extreme cold temperatures, -30°C, and moisture around it condenses and crystallizes near immediately. This SCP was dormant within the ice until its castle defrosted, after which it came to life and forced snow and ice to take over the island in the least destructive event we've seen. That this may have been a containment attempt. Since the event, it's heeded 5021's calls to constant battle. 50219B was a female with similar attributes to A. It appears to be 9A's companion. 502110, imprisoned in mentioned castle, this SCP is a humanoid with the skin of hardened basalt rock mixed with other magma-introduced materials. After escaping, 502110 forced a volcano to form within months to act as its lair. After events of 502111, this volcano erupted, destroying major population centers before caving in on itself. The Foundation would then build a site on the volcano's remains. I spell well. I can't even read my own shit. 5021-11. During the location's Foundation returned to local government power, we traced large amounts of unusual power to several dig sites. The last two which uncovered a giant interdimensional vault system under the lake. Within were various items that taken from the battles by unknown means. Update: we do now know that 5021-11 is most likely an extraterrestrial spaceship, and it was taken by one of the seven, known as Paradigm, formerly known as Singularity, or at the time known as Singularity, working for the group known as IO. 5021-12, Danger Level 5, is the last secret of Polar Peak, an SCP larger than most buildings that spent a few weeks roaming the map, crushing buildings and swimming around the island. In response, the Foundation and IO teamed with a possible extraterrestrial being to build a giant fighting mech. The mech engaged in armed combat, eventually destroying the SCP with a sword through the head. However, during the battle, the pilot damaged 5021-13, creating the latest event. 5021-13, Danger Level 5, is an orb of energy similar to other events. Readings. It rested in 5021-11 until the mech pilot pulled it out and used its energy, damaging it. It is surmised to be a power source and may be what we use to power Tilted. After being damaged, the SCP began to crack and radiate dangerous amounts of power until detonation 2 days ago. The detonation caused a rip in time, which reversed the action of 5021-4 and froze it in time. Reality readings are unstable. More time slips will occur, and with the meteor undone, a paradox is held open. We are currently trying to contain this as quick as possible. Updates will be an addendum. Pictured 35021-1. The middle and left are human, and the right is a robot whose intellect and self-awareness is unknown. It shows Season 9 characters, Tilted characters, the racer lady, the mech pilot guy with the devil demon face and horns, and then the actual mech chicken in his dark form. Then there's another one, picture 50214 on right, as of this time held in place by time reversal, caused by explosion of 5021-13 on left, and it shows a picture of the 0 point with its little time frozen effect around it at the Season X, along with the meteor. What the frick was that? Hello? Pictured 5021-5. After liftoff from defunct base of local criminals, it is unclear what the rocket had in it. The radio transmissions from unknown sources indicate it had zero chance of achieving the goal. The rocket was reported by Redacted, caught in recent detonation to have been seen still transporting itself through realities at this time. Redacted was Jonesy, by the way, Agent Jones. Picture 5021-6, which is the rift, which 50215 vanished into, and both 5006A and 50217 were birthed from. And it just shows the large rift in the sky. Look at this, dude. I'm doing stories in Fortnite and getting EXP from it. You can literally hang out in here and get levels up. What the frick? SCP Containment RP. Oh, sorry. I'm reading that. It said 5021-7. At the end of its time, its leaked fluid in the lake shed shards of itself which summoned 5021-7-A and then detonated, transporting everyone interdimensionally. This shows the cube known as Kevin all lit up and about to explode. That was one of the first big events I actually joined in on. Pictured 5021-11 after being uncovered by Foundation. A Foundation site can be seen atop the picture, and it shows the vault being uncovered. Okay, the bottom of likely a Cube Queen spaceship, or Cube spaceship. Pictured 5021-12 just before elimination by sword wielded by Foundation mech pilot, or known as Singularity. Since death, it's been leaching unknown toxins to the ground, turning plants purple. Oh wait, that's right. It leached things into the ground, turning everything purple, which is a very similar biome to the biome that's coming out now, but without mushrooms. Wonder if related. Addendum. 5021-13 is now powering an instance of 5021-13-1, which is a circular device set by an unknown person in the middle of the island's largest city, the unknown person being the scientist. 1-7. Once activated, the city was time shifted into a past of assumed 1866, an old West-style town. Attempts to contain the device are impossible, as the area within effect make it impossible to destroy buildings or build. Pictured, Tilted Town with a combatant resident heading in, and it shows the Old West Tilted Town. It also shows me as Calamity. Addendum. A new 5021-13-1 located at the mall has activated, reverting the area to its former retail row. but apparently the time of 5021-7 was shedding shards of itself. Pictured, heavy 5021-7-8 presence in Retail Row. Addendum: an instance of 5023-13-1 made a block, including a gas station and soccer field, vanish. Foundation and all, leaving only Foundation as actual Foundation, not as in our team. Leaving only rubble and 5023-14. Food or consumable items that appear to phase in and out of reality and change form. Another 5023-13 was activated, changing the little Spanish town near Paradise area into a extraterrestrial world of similar make. Atmosphere within area causes people to see everything outlined in black and colors a little softer. Whew. That was a long one. This is what I just read. This is what I just read. Event 5021, Danger XK. This was December 1st, 2020. At approximately 1509, a world-sized extraterrestrial mel rose from the Earth's waters, meaning to absorb the power known as Zero Point. Zero Point was pulled by its using 5 tractor beams attached to its gloved fingertips from within our labs below the ruins. This caused major damage to structures, and it has been listed as a full breach since Zero Point has been ours to contain since Midas unearthed it. At the time, Foundation was working with IO, by the way. It then appeared to damage Zero Point and cause a warping in time. At this point, all the island's residents, including new superhero humans under Stark's lead, went on assault. They flew buses made into special bombs that thrown with radiation. Gamma? That's a question mark behind Gamma, enticing the entity to eat them before detonating it. Last minute, as the creature appears to be dying, it was pulled through a rift. With reality unstable and Zero Point breached, we are evacuating the center of the island, where we are getting reports of mass vegetation die-off. SK event imminent. Notice, we are getting readings from a ship entering our atmosphere from Earth. Readouts are similar tech from ships that arrived around last Xmas. Update, island instability. Notice, 0 Point nexus is held midair. Cracked and radiate. Oh, I guess the ships that came out during last Christmas were Star Wars. Oh, that's right, because during this time we had a Mandalorian fly in. Update, island instability. 0 Point nexus is held midair, cracked and radiating. For miles around, its plant life and streams have been dried to desert. Notice 2, Starship Razorcrest has crashed into new area. Confirms he is from same universe as our other winter time space explorers. It seems to predate them by decades. It is touting around small green creature he calls the Child or Grogu. Notice 3, Tilted Towers from original island has replaced some of Salty Springs. Notice Tilted is in relatively same latitude longitude as original. Cheats or bronies, don't yell at me. You're the one who knocked over the coffee. Don't make any more messes, please. Notice Tilted is in relatively the same latitude as original island. Notice 4. A area of dangerous wild creatures has appeared near Lighthouse, destroying many homes. SCP walls have been risen around it, and for safety of citizens. Notice 5. Flesh Factory from original island has appeared in the south. Notice 6. An arena of approximately 70 AD, from approximately 70 AD, has appeared near 0 Point. The SCP has secured the area. Notice 7. With our base mostly destroyed by Galactus and 0 Point, we've had to make several smaller underground bases with Ghost Shadow Gone. Agent JJ, or Jones, has created a front as the Bounty Hunters Guild. Our new symbol can be seen on many places we've secured, as well as many of those places possess underground bases. So in our storyline here, the Foundation split from IO, that we didn't really know what it was, and actually combined with the Bounty Hunters. Even though the Bounty Hunters were still working IO, we didn't know IO was still around because everything had been destroyed. Notice 8, Pizza Pit has reappeared from original island, and so has Burger. Notice 9, a single building of Dusty Depot can be found dangerously near 0 Point. Notice 10, sand near 0 Point radiates purple, may infect citizens. Where are we at? SCP-5021-B-1-2, Danger Level 4, Special Containment Procedure. 1-2 appears to be mostly contained to the north region of the island. 5021, where a small row of islands. Island 5021, where a small row of islands contain their village. Description: 1-2 are a species of human hybrids that also look like salamanders in build, with long Zen-like arms and legs, large oblong heads with a large mouth and bulging retractable eyes. The species have been seen to vary in color and take several roles. Mostly fishermen, they've opened up a fish restaurant on Island B. While on Island A, many were employed as pirates during the Neo era, one was a known VR tester. If that was Fish 6. 50211-5. Danger Level 4. Special Containment Procedures 1-5 seems to contain to 5021. 1-5 are several bipedal human-shaped skeletal machine, robot, or android. It's mostly a steel gray skeletal design with a head similar to a welder's plate and red pants. The original design displaying the AIM logo. The first showed up in the island to scout and set up base camps prior to the arrival of islander known as North and his iceberg. Since Island B, or the original end event, its purpose seems unclear, but they still participate in Island's usual battles. SCP-5021-B-14. Danger Level 4. If effect appears spreadable, may rise to 5. 1-4 was originally a white-dressed cue-ball-themed ninja. However, later in the last few years, his body was slowly overtaken by a black visual anomaly, which left him outlined in a glowing neon red. As of now, it is unclear how he caught the anomaly. If it is originally his, and if it is spreadable. Note addendum: it is spreadable. (502116) Special Containment Procedures contained island. 1-6 has an animate target dummy, made of several items and materials including stuffing, plastic, metal, armor, and clothing. Most notably, his left arm, hand, and head are various types of latex filled with air. How it animates and how sentient it is unknown. Shush, clock. (502117) Special Containment Procedures contained island. Description: 1-7 is the spitting image and DNA match to missing pilot Amelia Earhart, but spells her name in a different way, so is likely an interdimensional traveler brought over by rifts. It is interesting to know if R suffered a similar fate. Oh, this is the last thing I have listed here. 5021-D5, Danger Level 5. Special Containment Procedures. All infected must be retained to island. No off-island samples. Description: disease specific to 5021 location. Infects clothing, turn blue skin ashen, like fire disease. Oh, this is one of the diseases. Okay, so 5021Ds were what we consider diseases, and this is one of those files that for some reason folded weirdly, and I can't see all of them. The Ds included the fire infection, ice infection, or ice copy, fire infection, or fire copy, the darkness infection, or darkness copy, and I think the light, dark, or whatever they were, shadow copies, the one where they look like shadows with white lights. There is at least one more thing I can read here. Let me look through 5021. Oh, there's one. 5021B3 update. 5021B3, while always having an acidic effect on people caught within, is now poisoning people caught within the storm's unique precipitation. This effect has increased fear of loopers as they seem to retain knowledge of its danger at each loop. Excuse my language, Robert. Yeah, there's that. What? There was one more. Here we go. This is one of the latest posts I have on 5021. It's a new SCP. We call it SCP-5106, Danger Level 1, Transmutation of Organic Plant Life and Land. Special Containment Procedure. 5106 is confined to 5021. Description: 5106 is approximately 6-story tall, 200-foot wide tree built, while similar to terrestrial trees, is wholly different in a new biome around it. It seems to be growing from directly fed zero-point energy and appears to be surrounded by zero-point bloom energy. The surrounding land has been massively changed, including extraterrestrial grass, trees, and giant mushrooms, and change of land structure. Working theory is now free-floating zero-point undamaged is porting in parts of different worlds through the world instead of porting over appears to be growing. Though. That's the word is though. Notable growths. Mushrooms have all but destroyed greasy growth. The dusty divot and chair piece from this side of the island from years ago have grown alongside an incomplete replica of the other side's Shark Island cave. This growth seems to be spreading, but has no detrimental effect on island other than destruction of property, not reset by loop. Other event notices. Without I.O. facility destroyed, a lot of debris was left in Loot Lake alongside Zero Point, and the lake may be hazardous to swimming. See Storm File for update on storm changes. And that's pretty much it as far as the island-based SCP Containment RP goes. If you want to look at the SCP Containment RP or talk about it, you can find SCP Containment-RP in Facebook. We may come back here later at another date. How long have we been here, by the way? That was an hour of talking. Holy shit. We may come back here at a later date and read more of these fan fiction SCP RPs because I like making them. And there's obviously 105 of them now. 106 of them, actually. 106 of them now. Some of the SCPs are taken from... Oh, look, more XP. Some of the I definitely don't mind talking and earning XPs that way. Some of the SCPs are self-made. Most of the SCPs are taken from other places, such as TV shows like Doctor Who, or games like what's the name of the game? The one that's basically the SCP ripoff. The one I played on stream. I swear I have amnesia or old-timers. Let's exit this and actually play the game, shall we? Return into lobby. That was fun. And we'll come into this area and read them from now on because as fun as the SCP thing was, without a natural lobby in it, it's impossible to read because you just keep kicked out too fast. Albeit, the SCP thing we found was nice. They could use a little bit more decoration. We caught battle stars from reading. Hilarious. 5 battle stars. Can I do anything with that? Yes, I can. Go ahead and get the weapon. Darth Shader. Darth Vader would be very disappointed with that word. Enabling shuffle. Oh wait, actually no. Disable shuffle. We do have 2 new characters. So if you go into the item shop, this surprised everybody the other day. We have Gods of Thunder back. Inspect items. So we have Thor and Thor. We have actual Thor, and then Janeway Thor. Thor, oh, I can't actually inspect him. I have to go in my locker to inspect him. So let's go find them. This is Thor Odinson. I thought I looked that up. Oh wait. Thor Odinson. Why am I getting... Man, violence is just taking over the world. You never think someone gets assassinated by gun in Japan, of all places. World's gone to hell. But we'll live and try to be happy as long as possible, I guess. But this is Thor Odinson. He has a few things. I think he's reactive like this, but if you don't want the reactive, you can just turn on his electrical form, which is actually an error or glitch in the original Odin where you could accidentally have the electrical form just flowing in well without the glowing hair. Give me that look, sir. This is your jacket into my bed. Why is it so messy around you? Why are you such a dirty boy? Tell me that, Chi. Why are you so dirty? It's because you knock over all the coffees. He also has cape on or cape off. If you have the cape off, you could just place the cape on them, which makes no sense. However, if you have the cape on, you can also place backing on them. Back bling. This is Thor number 2, aka Janeway, his ex. She has the same abilities, same things. This is Stormbreaker. He also has the ability to turn on and off the. I think this way it's effective. This is reactivity. Will charge. Reactivity off. This turns it off. Will charge. Okay, we'll do it that. I didn't even know that. I thought that just turned it on permanently. But okay. And they have this flight. I don't know if you absolutely need Stormbreaker in your hand to do this, but you do need to be one of the 3 Thor costumes. And yes, they work with all Thor costumes, including the old one. I just dashed this to them. They don't really come with anything else. Albeit, his actually works with this, which is pretty cool. And, oh, watch out, Chi, you fell over. I was petting him, and I let go, and then he was like, oh shit. And then if we go to Chainway, she actually came Chainway. It's not freaking Star Wars. Jane Foster. Janeway Foster. Captain Janeway is now Thor. She also comes with that and her cape. She comes with Mjolnir reformed. Both these weapons can be wielded by either of them, as well as the Marvel Thor we got a few seasons ago. Mjolnir's Flight, which is a lot like the other flights of Mjolnir, only now its cracks are all lit up. And if you happen to have this Mjolnir with whoever can wield it, you can also do this. Which I thought was really cool. And then I just happen to have him, and as you can see, I have him wielding this. No other characters wield this, except I should get Captain America out. So let's go ahead and load Captain America and see if he can just carry this thing. It's testing time. Okay, he can't fly with it. Does he have a freaking... He does not. We'll just give him whatever. Where's the fireworks? What the hell? These are fireworks. I know I have like fireworks spiders. You know what? He's using Silver Surfer now. It doesn't say you can't use it. So yeah, he can use it. Okay. Interesting. So we won't play with them for now anyway. Back to Thor actually. Let's play with Thor. We'll play with Thor, then we'll play Thor 2, and then we'll just have randoms on after that. We should still have indie quests. I think we don't have any diving quests. I remember recently playing all these. There's just solo. I just want solo. Okay, so weekly, we have weeklies now. We have weeklies and we have indie. Indie, we still need to stash an item, a mythic or exotic rarity, and a tint, which means I have to find a tint and then go get a mythic exotic rarity, or vice versa. Unfortunately, mythic exotic rarities either come in your tree for free, or you have to buy them. And to do that, you have to find a tint. If I can't find a tint, it's not even worth it. Finish top 5 in a match. Finish top 5 in a match is something we can definitely do. Weekly, however, does have some stuff we should do too. So let's well, floating rings to reality falls. Let's do that first. Good morning and welcome to actual Fortnite. Now that we are done with the reading, did you like it? It wasn't as organized as I wanted it to be because it wasn't the Darth Vader one that I've been writing. But that said, it was fun, and we'll do that at most once a week because that's an hour of reading. And holy cow, my everything hurts. It wasn't me. Someone was downstairs. I think it was downstairs wherever that noise was. Don't look at me. There was a weird noise downstairs from inside my. Uh-oh, I can't move. That's never a good thing. Okay, there we go. Wait, where'd that mower come from? Oh yeah, I forgot how much his thing looks actually pretty cool. Because it just kind of looks like it's cracked in there. I was playing with that all day. We can pretty much do this everywhere I hide. So we're going to collect these rings, and then we're going to try and get 5th. I don't think we're going to be able to get 5th right away, because everybody's going to be collecting these rings. Okay, so it charges up. Oh no, did I forget to change her to charge? I think I forgot to change hers to charge for this. Okay, we'll do it before we play there. Charges up as you swing it, then it dissipates. It's cool. That was so weird. Huh. That's interesting. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Wait, what happened to the seconds? I'm looking for floating rings. I hope they get marked on the map. To the tree. So if you didn't hear yesterday, the Prime Minister, or the ex-Prime Minister of Japan during a campaign speech of some kind, after he had left a while ago, was shot during the speech and assassinated. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's clear. I know that the guy who did it was arrested. Once I have more information, I'll tell you. I don't know if this has something to do with the worldwide, they say, conservative issue we're having. Where conservatives have just gone bonkers and are destroying our world and are trying to take over the UK, trying to take over Canada, pretty much succeeding at taking over America. I mean, the US. Sorry, don't shoot me. Thanks. Shoot me. I need weapons. Oh, frick. Why would you shoot me with that? You have this. Wait, what the freak? What's going on here? What exactly happened there? Get it? No. Okay, now. Ah, wait. 4 or 5. I need one more. There's one up here somewhere. Where did that shotgun come from? This is one right here. Are these balls? Oh. Did I freaking miss it? Did I get it? Oh, there it is. I can't get that one because of this area location. Oh, Jesus. Oh, pile of duties. Don't attack me, it isn't a meat back then. Got it. And a level up. Cool. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry. Ugh. Did you hear the, like, panic releasing before the sneeze? So I'll continue to work on that Vader story. I have plenty of times this week, in between all the chores and with my son and whatnot. Oh, is that a tree here? But I'll get it. The next story time will be done after I get that done. 8 actually. It's very well done. I'm not sure exactly how the reactive works on this guy. Also, I have not seen the new Thor. I know blasphemy, whatever. Oh, shit. This one actually here. didn't even see her. So much as aim to a good place, but I think we gotta level up. Level up. Not where we need to go. We now have 6, so we can go ahead and buy this guy. Use for deep space reconnaissance. That we will go to locker, and we will now attempt chain. Now I didn't down here. I'll figure that out later. We'll do Jane real quick as we have her without the full charge on. And if there's no reaction, then maybe the reaction is either not working or I had it wrong. And maybe this is the reactionary version. Who knows? If someone knows, you can tell me. I'll hold it against you to tell me. New quest. Weeklies. Hello. Destroy giant mushrooms with the Ripsaw launcher. So we need a Ripsaw launcher. Then we need to destroy the giant mushrooms. The Ripsaw launcher we can give from up here. The giant mushrooms are all the way over here. So this pretty much is like collect a porta fort and a Ripsaw launcher in a single match. These are all just like maybe you'll get it things. What the hell? We'll go down here to our island. Wherever. We will be spending about 3 hours in here, including the time we spent talking. I have stuff I have to do today. Unless my son gets up earlier, then we'll cut it shorter. Oh, she nuked the lobby. Just thought she nuked it. We're doing weeklies, so we should be getting more of the toy pieces. Also, this actress got way buffed up for the C4 part, and it shows in her video game model too. If you're wondering, this is Storm's lightning attached to them. I thought why not. I should have put the Bifrost on them, but technically the Bifrost is dead. I'm sorry, but the hammer always reminds me of Thor Ragnarok, which is probably one of my favorite Marvel movies still. And the point where the Rock guy and Thor are talking, and they make a lewd joke about the hammer pulling him off. Ooh, look, we got one of those. Okay, so we got one of those. Oh my god, the hammer pulled you off. I can't believe they would get that joke in there. Like, did Disney not know what that meant? Does Disney not speak British? No thank you. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I miss my combat. I have to say, the cape physics look really good. They're working better on the cape physics. Yeah. I'd rather have a charged submachine gun than a freaking pumpy. No pumpies for me. I've never liked pumpies. I don't care if you can double hump sometimes. Shut up, Gene. Jesus. Jesus. Oh, weird. I thought I heard music there for a minute. So if you haven't heard, the Ghost and Ghost and Shadow member who teamed up with the alien now has the lone IO left over in their team. Guys, y'all need to make Grip Sol super available for us to use them. And I mean super available to Serbia. Make Grip Sol launchers into the mushrooms. You don't get Grip Sol launchers near the mushrooms. Oh, it's freaking blue, whatever. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm touching it and I don't like it. And no, it doesn't look good on the, but nothing that moves looks good on those. I think it's because it intermixes movement with the zero gravity effect, and that just freaks out all physics. Physicists are going, what is physics? Saw launcher? Please? Maybe? Oh, thank you. The rest of you. 55 seconds. We are... Okay, oh no, we're near this place. This place is going to drive me crazy because I don't know where they freaking are. I got two. Did I turn the reactive off? I must turn the reactive off on hers. I'll turn it. It'll fix that. I'm gonna figure out what the frick you are. Hang on my butt. I hear what appears to be bots fighting. Let's go kill them. Go get fight. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, she's definitely not reacting. So we had to turn the reactive stuff on, apparently. It said full charge, so I assume that was just like, no reaction. Always have it on. I don't know. Excuse you. Oh. What the heck? Oh, boo. Wait, are explosions off? Nope, explosions are off. Well then, I did that. We'll grab whatever this plant is if we can grab it, and then head out, because it's coming down on us. Legendary. Ooh. Let's get the frick out of here. I'm on build, I don't know why I'm not using builds. No Ripsaw launcher. me, sir. I'm gonna take your slurp. Good to see you, friendly fajita. Call me? Rude. Call me a fajita. Oh. Oh, and to stay home. Woo. Don't suppose you'd give me a ripsaw launcher so I could saw some of these mushrooms before the storm closes down, would you? Please? Oh, yes. Oh, I missed. Wait, is there actual mushrooms outside this area? There is. All done? Oh, fire my porta-force though. I really need that. Yeah, what I have. Eat it. What is this? I'm gonna pick up that. Why is there a guitar pick in my bed? She bring weird things in my bed. I don't even know where my electric guitar is. And no, I can't play it. If y'all are wondering. I pick up these hobbies like I want to know how to. I'd love to learn how to play music, but then I don't have time, money, intelligence to learn them. I can lie about my intelligence. I like to create stories because I'm lost in my imagination. That's what I think I'm good at. I think I could probably compose because I know notes and I know how to write notation. I know all the necessary steps for creating music because I know how to play it variously. I used to play timpani and I used to play a little piano, but I don't know how good it'd be. Oh, if y'all haven't heard, I don't know if I mentioned this on here. John Williams is retired, making Obi-Wan his final thing ever. His final, like, full-on TV show movie thing. But he leaves behind a legacy, and he leaves behind some really good people to take up after him. For example, Gregory Williams, I think, still does it. The guy who did Jurassic World, his name was Giacano. Giacano, who gamers know from the Medal of Honor series as the creator of some of the best soundtrack music in the world. Didn't quite turn out the way you wanted it to, did it? Oh. Oh. Wait, what? Splattered my brains all over that wolf. Meanie. She a meanie G. Yep, there it is. Wow, that's cool. Oh, that replaces the big arms, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it'll say it replaces the main arms. So if we go to this guy, the second version of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the second version of him? No. Second version of... Oh, no. This guy? Oh. This guy. Nope. Gosh darn it. Where's he? This guy. Yes. No, that's actually the normal, isn't it? This is a secondary form. Did I accidentally replace it on the main form? I did. So if we go in here... My arm can now be changed to this. This is just a remake of that guy. Cool. He's all leveled up. Labeled up? Readied up? I don't know. I have questions. The question is, on the other hem, what did I do with the right arm? Oh, okay, it's just the thinner arm, so that works. So wait, what was... I don't know, I'll figure that out later. Oh right, I need to fix some lockers. So I think I need to turn on the reactiveness, I guess. Reaction on, or if anything. That one's already reaction is already on. Chain. Action on. You know, we'll play her again. We'll see what happens if we have all the reactivity on like that. Is it going to give her full charge right off the bat, and then no reactivity, and then how does reactivity work? No, she's on full charge now. Full charge is fine. Well, now she's full charge. Oh no, I see, she's going nothing and down. We'll see how that works. We'll play with her one more time and see how that works. Honk of Eagle's Horn, X Sanctuary or Synapse Station. It was a bus at Synapse Station. I don't know if it's still there. If not, we can fly somewhere else to grab a vehicle and go back there and honk a horn. How often do we need to do this? 1. Time for a wake-up call. Go into the areas of 7 to wake them up with a horn. Is this just for shits and giggles and vibing? A prank? It's important. What's going on over here? Why is that place blacked out? We have a new quest now. Forget this quest. We're gonna go check that out. You see that, right? It's all blacked out. Like it hasn't been there before. Yes, I do too as that as well. don't have that. Do it now. Or not. Vader, your pilots need lessons in flying. They're gonna hit us one of these days. Not Yuchi, are you flying? Is your name Vader? This is how I was flying with the drugs last night. Cat, you start off the distance like you have an existential crisis. So this looks different. Maybe. Is the island longer? Has it always been that length? This should be the Midas restaurant. I can't tell if it's different or if I just never paid attention to the beach up north. But it's been blacked out, like I haven't landed there, and I've landed here plenty. It doesn't look different than the building, as far as I can tell. Maybe something on the inside. Oh, somebody's here. Syndicate Shoals. Syndicate. Ooh, I'm sparking up. Yay, it's working. It goes away after a while. Okay, so it gets charged as you shoot someone and then it goes away. That's interesting, actually. The active that doesn't last is kind of new. You know what? I'll just take both, make her out of one when we get more stuff. So this is going to be, what's her name? Your mom. Yes, it is the Syndicate. Well, Eve. The Syndicate is here to help me, you promise. Good luck with that. Shooting a character. So I've been playing. So if y'all haven't heard, the Doll E Mini has changed its name to Crayon. Only the middle, instead of AY, it's AI. And I've been playing with it because it's become much more stable. So is the Syndicate working with Midas? Because the Syndicate's working with Midas, I don't quite trust its whole "we're here to help" thing. Why so suspicious? I'm just keeping the peace. Yeah, sure you are, lady. Because you're in Midas's place, that's why I'm suspicious. They're the Peace Syndicate. But your location of employment has me very sussed. I don't want to play with that. We need to burn down trees still. We still have time to get into Sanctuary. We do. We need to find a car though. Well, we burned down a tree. Yeah, that's trees. There's some EXP doing that. Oh. tape is on fire. But yeah, I've been playing with it lately. I've been feeding it like titles of song tracks. It's pretty fun. I need a vehicle. That was way too far away. Hit that tree. Don't burn anything. Don't burn nothing. I went right through the tree too. Aimed through the branches on accident. There's usually a car right here. What the hell? Sorry. Okay, Indiana Jones again. Wolves or pigs? Wolves. Woolsworth. I honestly can't find a car. Car, yay, and I can drive it to Sanctuary. Oh, for some inconvenient trouble with the two of you. Why I had to do that? No one will ever know. Maybe she'll say something when we complete it. I need to last till 5th place at least once now. I know that we're done with it. Oh, I didn't get to the Nindo challenges, by the way. So I ended up buying the snake. Sometimes using crayon, I guess if you want to call it that. So the results are cool. Like I did my title, the book Mine the 13th Floor. You can see these all on my Twitter. And to my short Mine the 13th Floor, and it came out pretty damn cool looking. But sometimes things come out dumb. Like I fed it Fuel, which is a song of Metallica, and it just gave me fuel pumps. Some weird artsy looking fuel pumps for fuel pumps. Like I could probably end up feeding it. That's an interesting idea. I wish I had a computer I could show this stuff on. Let's get the crayon real quick. Let's close out Facebook. I'll describe what it does, I guess. Excuse you? Google has gone down. It's strangely addicting. So let's say we got the mighty Thor, huh? Let's do her real quick. and it takes about a minute for it to. What it does, I think, it's doing is the AI will search Google Images, and then it will draw up its own representation, or 9 versions of its own representation of. Here. I would fire, but we need less of fifth place, and we got 10 to go, so we can just sit here and be good. But anyway, it searches the Google Images and draws its own 9 of its own interpretations of what you want. Sometimes they come out cool, sometimes they come out weird, sometimes they come out very artsy. Some of the Metallica ones came out stupid looking, some of them nonsensical, some of them super cool looking. I don't know what I expected, but it drew comic book Thor. In the Nell version, by the way, not even her version. Some of it looks like lightning's leaking off of him. Some looks like a mixture of both Chris Hemsworth and the Book of Thor. It sucks with human features, especially faces and hands. Let's draw a location. It's called Coney Crossroads. Just gonna say it here, Coney Crossroads, and just see what it writes, crawls up. But that was kind of, I don't know, predictable but anticlimactic. It drew a whole bunch of Marvel look comic Thors, but with messed up faces, features. Unless you specifically tell it to do something with face, it has an issue with human faces, like a big one. I don't know if we'll be inside the storm here. Excuse me, Jesus. Where are they gone? Some reality trees down there in the middle of all that. It gave me a cityscape. This is not Coney Crossroads. Oh, it gave me a Crossroads-like cityscape. This could be what Coney looks like in real life. Jesus. But it's giving me, like, messed up looking cityscapes, because it's always, like, a surrealistic picture, or weird artsy pictures. But I got, like, it looks like a modern-day version of an old city. An old city, but it's now looks old and gentrified. Crossroads. There's an actual tram system here with a city in the background. Interesting. Not what I expected. I don't know if it took in Coney into like form at all, or if it just paid attention to Crossroads. Greasy Groves. It's Greasy Groves or Greasy Grove? Greasy Grove. Not plural. I don't know why I thought it was plural. I have Why is that sizzling? Why does it sound so weird? It gave me like a burger stand, like a 70s burger stand, which I guess makes sense. Where should I go from here? Is that tree gonna be inside the storm? No. I'm in a bad spot. Location of which I am is not perfect. A lot of stuff behind me could go wrong. down to 7. I need 2 more, and I can get that mission done. Oh, my cape clipped inside itself. I want to fix it. If I fix it, someone's going to notice me. Good news is there's not a lot directly behind me. You can see him. You see me. Down to 6. One more death and I can make it. Or death and I can just go in and play. So this shows like a Burgo stand. There's a turquoise looking one. What the hell's that noise? Aha, I made it. Oh, I made it either way, and I got the glider. Nice. Oh, we dropped something, but whatever. Cheater. Stop swinging your butt. Ah. That was a weird win. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. What is that 0 point sounding stuff? Can't believe I got trapped inside a roof and then won. Let's attach that to Mr. Ford. Where are you, Mr. Ford? I don't have your other shirt, right? Yeah. Nice. Very similar to the parachute, actually. Shuffle. Gonna shuffle now. Oh look, it's peach banana. So yeah, when I put up greasy robe into crayon, it shows like a bunch of burger or could be even like food stands or what do you call them? Souvenir shops. There's another turquoise one with some red tarp on it. Its details aren't too fine. There's a wooded one that looks like you could find in the middle of like a national forest or a woods area. It looks like a barbecue joint I went to once. It's a freaking oak tree in the middle of a porch. Red roofed one with the striped covering, a blue one that looks similar to the others, another turquoise-ish one. Lots of it looks very 70s, early 90s, late 80s. Inside, actually, one shows yellow tables near a wall with one chair each, which is very weird for the antisocial burger eater. What are the places in here? Let's do all the names. We go from the bottom. Synapse Station. So far, nothing too artsy in here. Just showing places. So we hit that. And while we hit that, what is our new quest? Not daily, weekly. Dailies are almost done, by the way. Oh, that one's annoying. That one's funner. So we need Char's SMG and DMRs. That's annoying. Okay. Who do we need? Do we need to go shuffle shrines? Okay.
May the force be with you. May the force be with you.
I don't have that one, but I can do this. What did I see here? I don't think I have that one. That one would be good with banana. I have that one? I do. I don't have that one. I have that one. Do I have that one? No, I don't have that one. That's the rolling one. I do have that one. That one's gonna mess up my tools if I bring it out. Looks like it's going straight down. Whoa, that gave very cyberpunk looking. Where do shuffle shrooms go? Shuffle trees. I stole your loot. Can't see my banana. I guess so. Enjoy the crown there, but so Synapse Station gave me some cyberpunk future tech looking stuff. Got a tilted roofed metal hallway, kind of blue lighting and yellow walls. Another one is similar with black roof, but there's like blue stylized girders everywhere. The halls all look made out of cement. This could basically be like a starship's interior. This one looks like a train depot, underground one. I don't know what the heck this is. This one's like a green station of some kind. It looks like another depot you're sitting at because there's like chairs everywhere. Makes sense because this name station's in there. This looks like depot, but it's for boats because instead of a chain platform, there's what appears to be a pool with even tiled bottom. The ship depot. I don't even know what this is. It's possibly train lines, but they're all mixed up. There's a weird column in the middle. It seems to be devouring the roof, and a lit up vent to the right. Came out pretty cool. What else could we do? As far as the map goes. Chonker Speedway. Just put Chonker in there and let's see what happens. We'll try the whole thing. Chonker Speedway. I'll just give me a racing track. Our next weekly quests are still the same. Okay, so Indiana Jones. We need to find our opponent's the pistols. We need pistols. Pistols are gonna be our first thing. I'm afraid to ask what this is. Have it choose executive order permitting officials to return immigrants in Texas illegally to the border. He's fighting the current giveaway. So, in an effort to make some kind of liberals happy, in an effort to pretend they're working in between, during the flaccid gun gun bill that actually doesn't do anything to help with the gun violence. We had another gift that they didn't really give us that said that immigrants were no longer made to keep over in Mexico. If they wanted to, if they wanted to immigrate, they could come into Texas or across the border to legally immigrate, which gave Abbott his racist a bunch of heart attacks. Let's go out here this way, and they're not happening. And now apparently there's an executive order that returns the migrants to the border. They can't enforce the state in Mexico thing, but they can just shove them across the border and say, stop it. Or more likely, the Texas Border Patrol and the people with them are probably going to abuse the immigrants they pick up before they shove them across the border. Okay, so Pechonka Speedway, it literally gave me dirt track speedways. I don't know if you've seen them. There's these racetracks that are drive with these cars that are really prone to flipping over, and they drive on dirt. And that's basically what it drew here, is a bunch of those tracks and a bunch of those cars. Okay, thank you for 2 shotguns, I guess. No, I don't need this shotgun. I want the freaking shield. Throw that in. The skin's got a booty on it. It's one of the few skins you've seen with like a butt on it like that since the lifeguard. I don't know. Is there anybody since the lifeguard that had one like that? What a chonker. Don't look at me. I'm not the one that made this skin. Level up. Hey, wait a minute. These are all knock-overable now. So these look exactly like they did back in the day, but they should be like destroyable now. They are. It's hilarious. I didn't even think about that. Just screw someone over here for shooting chests. Shield. Loot. Auto. Probably prefer auto over double. Let's see, if we knock it over like this, we get to fall on the people. I don't know if it falls on people like trees, where if you shoot it, it always falls towards the person. Well, apparently all I'm meant to get is freaking shotguns today. I don't like pistols, but I'll get the shotguns. Really? There we go. I was like, well, I want to build. Oh no, well, I guess this is a pistol. There we go. I need to shoot people with it. Let's go find people. Someone over here. Is that just a bot picking a fight with an NPC, or is there an actual player up there? Damn. I don't think I got her at all. Continue. Oh, I didn't get it. Ready up. Same mission. Ooh, what should we draw? Condo Canyon. Oh yeah, this came out. This was apparently supposed to come out last chapter, but they had an issue, so they just released this chapter. I guess pre-event it meant feel he was dreaming of driving the truck. Post-event, it could be him thinking about all the good he did with the truck. I don't know. Go ahead. Why not down here? Where exactly is that landing? Okay. Condo Canyon gave me actually what I assume Condo Canyon would look like in real life. Looks like a desertish area with a condo in a desertish area. Or a, yeah, not bad. Some of them has nice looking pools in them. Cool. Let's see, do we Condo Canyon? Shuffled shrines. That'll be hard to figure out, I'm sure. It does affect. It's weird, but I need a pistol. You are not a pistol. No. Okay. Shuffled Shrines shows a bunch of Chinese-looking architecture, but like shrine architecture. See, the shrines where it's that big old archway that leads to shrines. Interesting. Not what I expected. Rocky Rills. Ooh. Try that one. See what it does. What am I doing? That's one for a mushroom. Oh, Christmas is a hamburger. Wait, wait. I have 18 seconds. I'm not too far away. Ow, I'll make it fine. uneditable. Oh, we can edit now. Cool. Oh, the old days. Sure. So I don't know what I expected, but they gave me lots of fishing reels. Of course, when I need a pistol, I'm never gonna get a freaking pistol, so it's okay. Freaking tint. Like I'm freaking gonna get anything for this. Tornado. Tornado. What's the closest person? I'm going to have to troll around the outside here and see if I can find somebody who's randomly walking around. Or a tree. Give me an exotic. You don't happen to have one, do you? Disappointed I am. Disappointed in you, mister. So disappointed. Where that noise you just heard sounds like an alarm going off for a fire. I don't know what this supposed to be, some kind of life form in here. Why would you kill someone and not pick up all their equipment? Wait, was there a freaking hell? I forgot I was over a pistol. Big Pig, have you seen a gun? So rude. Is a tornado near me? Oh, it's the waterfall. Two tents really... Someone gonna take me out? Someone come get me? There's so many people and it's so very quiet. Good morning. Why do you have your headset on? Oh. I don't know why there's a pig in my bed. I don't know where the guitar pick came from. I haven't seen it in forever. Both of y'all looked at me like that. I swear I just had my son and my cat look back at me like, what? Oh no, no one invited you over here, Chief. No, don't do it and knock over more stuff. Give me that look. You're the one who knocked over the coffee. It wasn't me. Don't give him that look. He didn't knock over the coffee either. It's a happy looking cat. Well, with my son up and with it being like 3 hours in, we're probably going to end here after this match. We'll probably play some more tomorrow morning. So I have quite a few missions to do. Okay, that's what I thought. Big, big. Where was that at? Pop your head over one more time, mister. Do it. Do it now. One more time. One more time just for shits and giggles. You totally see. Yeah. It's like whack-a-mole. And I think he realized I had it stronger. But where did he go? A puppy. Still following me? I have the shield left, so probably won't win this match, but we'll see. Okay, I guess they blew off. Got the hiccups, holy cow. How does he push it balls on there? Oh, it tries, but it can't. So weird. How do they do these sprays in this game? Can I get a spray on me doing that? No. Are they literally in the middle of that thing? Oh, they're not. I'm a shark. This feels very familiar, by the way. Woo, barely. Lots of fights are ending like that. He's straight in the water. Oh. Victory Crown will have the next summon coming. Julio. Wait, is Peely drinking a banana smoothie? Is that himself? Is he eating himself? What's going on here? Oh, we got Battle Pass. We're up to 10 now. So close. We can go ahead and unlock. And I'll attach that to all my stormtroopers. We have 3 after that, so we could actually unlock this one. Just keep it going. Very cool. Did we save that, by the way? Very good. Channel the power of the dark side. Intimidating walk. The hell? Anything that makes his hat look lower looks good, because that's how you see Lindy a lot. His hat down, tilted in front of him. Okay, so that'll be it for today. We'll likely be back tomorrow, likely be more Fortnite until I get some of this stuff done. But I'd also like to get in on Elder Scrolls and whatnot this week. As well as we'll have plenty of time to do some chrono. So if we go here. Today is Monday. today's Friday. What am I thinking? Today's Friday the 8th. So I have, of course, tomorrow off. We'll likely be back tomorrow morning until my son gets up, unless he gets up early. We won't be doing evenings for Friday or Saturday because of time. Monday morning is more iffy. I may decide to go do some writing, and we'll work on later. You think, Chief? Work on later? Yeah, it's your boy. Tuesday morning definitely come back. Monday and Tuesday evening we'll do some Chrono Cross. We'll have some evening gameplay. We'll probably both do Chrono Cross. We're getting to the end game on that. It feels like. Wednesday we'll might take a break. Wednesday morning. Don't know. Thursday and Friday morning and Saturday morning next week we'll probably do some morning stuff again. Depends on my son getting up early. If I have him, yeah, and so on and so on. Evenings on those are most likely a no-go, unless I don't have my son. Either way, evening on a Saturday is a no-go, because Sunday morning I work super early. Nice. They barely work for me. I get like 16 hours of work, and then one of the days they work for me, it's a stupid early morning shift. So, okay, thank you. I see you appreciate your employees. So yeah, that's the end of today. I will not see y'all tonight, but I will likely see y'all tomorrow morning. So enjoy. Wait, I forgot. Sunday's gonna be a no-go, because Sunday we'll be busy. But I will see you tomorrow morning. Y'all have a good day. Peace and out. And whatever. Chi says bye too. Chi, what I do with the controller?